do you go after you've been beaten by someone that does what I do for a living?
There's absolutely nothing that she could do to me to make me retire from the sport ever.
I'm boxing because I want to show that I am the best, and I want to see how far I can go with this. Like I've always said, I want to be a professional, and this can be my path to being a professional boxer.
Looking back at my career, I think definitely what stands out is how tough I am. And, you know, it's cool for me to go back and watch my old fights and see how exciting they are. Every fight I've ever had was exciting. It was fun, it was fast paced. So just my toughness, and then along with that, just like my dedication to the sport.
Boxing, and I don't know if this is gonna make me sound weak, but it makes me cry at night, sleepless times. It stresses me out so much. I say that every time I have a fight, I lose 10 years of my life just because how much it actually stresses me out. So that's how hard it is. Like I'm in a comfortable position, and it's the only thing that ever, you know, worries me or something could ever go wrong, because other work's fine. And I think I put that pressure on myself because I care so much.
I think I'm a natural athlete, and anything that I put my mind to, I'm going to be good at it and I'm going to be successful. The difference with fighting is a lot of people can throw a punch, but not a lot of people can take one. So I think that's what pulls a lot of people out of being professional athletes and being professional fighters, is being able to handle the relentless training and damage that comes from it.
On paper, of course she should be winning this fight. She's a combat sport artist. She's been in the octagon. She's been in the UFC roster. She's done bare knuckle. I'm a TikToker. I'm an Instagrammer. I just shout at people online for a living, do you know what I mean? I'm not from the sporting world. It's something I picked up at the old age of 24. I should not be winning this fight. Where do you go after you've been beaten by someone that does what I do for a living? Like, I'm literally, as I said, I'm so inexperienced compared to her. Where do you go from there? You already lost 2 bare knuckle fights. You've left the UFC. You've now been beaten by an influencer. But what, do you want to carry on fighting? Because babe, I don't think it's for you.
There's absolutely nothing that she could do to me to make me retire from the sport ever. And going into this, I'm just, you know, excited to see where my mindset is in comparison to hers.
I am not nervous. I'm not nervous. She does not scare me. I've looked into that girl's eyes and I don't see anything that threatens me. Like, I think maybe she's being too nice to put on a front, but I'm in the fighting business. I want to get this done. I want to do damage. I don't want there to be friendship right now. Like, why do I want to be friends with you? I'm about to have a fight with you. I don't know what her game plan is, or if she's just trying to act nice because she doesn't want to say all this shit about being an influencer and then gets beaten and then she's like, oh damn, that looks bad. And I think that's exactly what she's playing at.
I don't come into this trying to look scary. That's definitely, I'm not gonna pretend that I know what I look like, but I think, you know, it's good for her to try to have the mindset to say that she's not scared. That's great. You want to try to convince yourself that you're not afraid. But going into this, I know that, of course, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I want to win. And if you don't go into a fight with a little bit of fear and a little bit of nerves, then you don't want it bad enough.
I didn't shake her hand because, like, she's trying to be friendly with me. Like, I'm setting the tone. We are not friends, we are opponents. You're gonna try and kill me, and equally, I am going to kill you. Why am I shaking your hand right now? And it's such a friendly matter, like, no. Like, we can do whatever afterwards, but right now, I am going to try and do whatever I can in that ring to beat you up.
I believe everybody's mental battle is their own, but I remember specifically when I fought Felice Herrig, there was moments before the fight when we had to do our media tour and, you know, we were both cutting weight and doing this and that, and I played my mental games with her. I made sure I put my hands on her immediately, made sure I got to feel what she felt like, made sure there was just like different things just to feel where her head was at and to get a sense of what she was thinking. And going into this fight, I felt confident, of course, before today, but after today, I've never been more confident. I think that, no, to be a fighter, you definitely do not have to be an entertainer. I think it's a promotions job to create entertainment. It's an entertainment business for a reason, but it's the promotions business, and it's our business to just show up and compete. I think there's certain aspects of my career where, you know, Dana White you know, says that there's certain people that have like the it factor, and whatever that is, there's certain people that people are just drawn to. And I continue to hope to be someone that people are drawn to and want to see me fight. But at the end of the day, I'm just showing up and being myself, and that's what comes off as authentic and real.
Oh my God, you're boring me. When you have to sell fights. Like, that's why you have fallen off. Because no one's interested in you. Because you're not there to entertain. Like, people don't even want to watch you. That's exactly what's happened. Like, you have to pull your weight. Like, you've not even promoted this one. But I think that's because she knows the risk attached to it, and she doesn't want to promote it too bad, because she's like, oh man, when I get beat, that's fucking peak.
I do know I'll be the hardest hitter she's ever faced. And I know that because in my last 2 fights, I broke a girl's nose, and I knocked the other girl's teeth out. So, and doing that in bare knuckle boxing, you know, during our sit down interview, I think she was a little confused. In bare knuckle boxing, you do have to be mindful of how hard you hit, because you don't want to break your hands. You're going 5 rounds, potentially 6 in BKFC, and you have to be able to fight for all 6. Potentially. So going into this, I do have the opportunity to use my full power without having to be worried about breaking my hands.
When I first punch her in the face, she's gonna feel my power. Every time I'm in 10 ounces, I knock my opponents out, I hurt them, and that's twice now, and that's no fluke. Like, these are gonna be 8 ounces, it's gonna be tough, and she's gonna think, damn, this little bitch, she can hit hard. I think she's gonna be genuinely shocked by the power I have.
You know, honestly, my only advice is just show up. I think she shows up fight night, we're gonna put on fireworks. I know how tough she is. I've watched her fights. I know she chooses to fight. She could be doing anything else except for fighting, but she's choosing to be here. So I think just show up the way she showed up for every other fight, and we're gonna have a good night.
I would rematch Paige vanZant if I win. Like, I know how big this fight is, and I don't think there's anyone else right now. Like, I would even do something else. You want to do bare knuckle? Let's do bare knuckle. Let's do something else. Maybe not MMA. No. Let's not rematch MMA. I'm not that confident in that. But, you know, anything with her fists, I'm gonna fuck her up.